thankful nation and honor their work in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Commander-in-Chief has always stood up for our troops, our military families, and our veterans. It is my honor to introduce the President of the United States.
Happy Independence Day! At least the rain helped the humidity a little bit. You know, I was in that World War I cemetery in France, and the one that one of our colleagues, the former president, didn't want to go and be up there. I probably shouldn't even say it. Anyway, we got to just remember who the hell we are. We're the United States of America. And there's nothing beyond that. And I mean this in the bottom of my heart. There's nothing beyond our capacity, nothing when we do it together. Not a single thing. And you are the finest fighting force in the history of the world. That's not hyperbole. In the history of the world, there's never been another military as powerful, as decent, and as giving as our military. I'm so damn proud to be your Commander-in-Chief. Happy 4th of July.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to the White House.
Well, look, two things. One, I had a bad night. And the fact of the matter is that, I screwed up. I made a mistake. And, but I learned from my father, when you get knocked down, just get back up. Get back up. And, we're going to win this election. We're going to just beat Donald Trump, and like we did in 2020, we're going to beat him again. But we need all of you to get this done, all of you. Look, I came back I was in a situation where I didn't have a good debate. That's 90 minutes on stage. Look at what I've done in 3.5 years. I've led the economy back from the brink of collapse. But look, here's the deal. 90 minutes on stage, as I said, I've done this, what I've done in the last 3.5 years is, by the way, there's not quite, well, by the way, you asked me about the black jobs. You know what he's doing. It's shameful. He's talking about black jobs, meaning the only things that blacks can do are manual labor, menial labor. That's what he's doing. That's how he looks at it. Name me something he's done to help the black community, give people a shot like I've done in college and education and home buying and a whole range of things. This is the guy that questioned George Floyd's humanity, led to the birther movement against Barack Obama. This is the guy that said Barack Obama, that black guy, he wasn't born in America, and he kept it going, lying like hell. Just like he lied like hell about what's going on anyway. But look, we cannot let this guy win. It'd just be a disaster for America. And by the way, it's not just me. I'll end with there are 15 Nobel laureates, 14 I think, 14 or 15 Nobel laureates in the economy. They said if he's reelected, he's going to cause a recession, and he's laid out what he wants to do the second term. He said he's going to cause a recession, and we're going to have a significant rise in interest rates. They looked at mine and they said, what Biden's going to do if he's reelected, he's going to make sure interest rates come down, there's going to be a soft landing, we're going to be able to continue to grow the economy. The economy has never grown faster than under me, and we're going to make sure it does, but it includes everybody. We're unique in all the world. I know, like millions of Americans know, when you get knocked down, you get back up.
U.S. President Joe Biden gave no sign of dropping out of the presidential race during a rally in North Carolina on Friday, a day after a feeble debate performance against his Republican rival Donald Trump that dismayed his fellow Democrats.
I don't walk as easy as I used to. I don't speak as smoothly as I used to. I don't debate as well as I used to. But I know what I do know. I know how to tell the truth.
Biden's verbal stumbles and occasionally meandering responses during the debate heightened voter concerns that he might not be fit to serve another 4-year term. even prompting some of his fellow Democrats to wonder whether they could replace him as their candidate for the November 5th election.
He studied very hard. He studied so hard that he didn't know what the hell he was doing.
Meanwhile, Trump, who put forward a series of falsehoods throughout the debate, appeared to take a victory lap Friday afternoon at a dueling rally in Virginia.
He got the debate rules that he wanted. He got the date that he wanted. He got the network that he wanted.
We need more substance. Voters deserve more substance.
Julia Azari is a political science professor at Marquette University.
The proof there is going to be in kind of what the polls look like next week. More than anything, is sort of did this move the needle? And it's very hard to take this out of the context of what's going on with Trump. I think no matter how badly Biden did, the felony conviction is a much more significant story, a much more substantive story, and that didn't change the polls very much.
The Biden campaign said it raised $14 million on Thursday and Friday and posted its single best hour of fundraising immediately after the debate. The Trump campaign said it raised $8 million on debate night. Biden, already the oldest American president in history, faced only token opposition during the party's months-long nominating contest. He has secured enough support to guarantee his spot as the Democratic nominee. Trump likewise overcame his intra-party challengers early in the year, setting the stage for a long and bitter general election fight.
Is President Biden considering stepping down?
Absolutely not. And you heard, I believe, directly from the campaign as well.
Is the president telling people he's evaluating the race?
False. That is absolutely false. I saw that reporting. We were not given enough time to get back to that reporting, just a couple of minutes, and we asked the president. The president responded directly when asked about this question because we said that we would, and the president said it is absolutely false. That's coming directly from him.
And Korean President Biden has always promised to tell the American people the truth. So can you be straight with us and the American people? Is the president clear-eyed about what it takes to stay in the race and what it would take for him to drop out?
The president is clear-eyed, and he is staying in the race. I don't have anything else beyond that. He's staying in the race. That is what the president is promised to do. That is what he wants to continue to work on the successes that he's had. His record is unprecedented record, and that is what the president is focused on, continuing to deliver for the American people.
Folks, let me close with this. I know I'm not a young man. State the obvious. Well, I know. Well, I don't. Folks, I don't walk as easy as I used to. I don't speak as smoothly as I used to. I don't debate as well as I used to. But I know what I do know. I know how to tell the truth. I know right from wrong. And I know how to do this job. I know how to get things done. And I know, like millions of Americans know, when you get knocked down, you get back up.
Do you think he's fit for office?
Yes, fit for office. The president has 3.5 years of delivering for us, going through what we've all been through. None of us are denying. Thursday night was a bad performance. It was a bad hit, if you will, on that. But it doesn't impact what I believe he's delivering. We've served when Donald Trump was president, and the threats to our nation were real. And so those concerns are real to us. And what we understand was a Trump presidency was chaos, destruction. A Biden presidency was dealing with COVID, using the science, investing in infrastructure, and working to the middle class.
We came in and we were honest about the feedback that we were getting. We were honest about the concerns that we were hearing from people. And we were also honest about the fact that as the president continued to tell us and show us that he was all in, that we said that we would stand with him. Because as Governor Walz said, the president has always had our backs. We're going to have his back as well. because the results that we've been able to see under this administration have been undeniable in all of our individual states.
President Joe Biden is in it to win it. And all of us said we pledged our support to him because the stakes could not be higher. On the eve of the 4th of July celebration, we talk about how we transition under a monarchy and a tyranny that our founding fathers fought against, that we risk right now descending back into that very same place. We will stand with the president as we fight that force being Donald Trump. And together, we'll make sure that Americans know not just what Joe Biden did for all of us, and the list of what he did for my state of New York is extraordinarily long, but where he's going for the future and where he's going to take this country. We feel very confident in his abilities. We talked about the plan and how he's going to be very focused on issues that matter to Americans, and I felt very confident coming out of this meeting.